Hey guys,
Hello, we're back.
again. Hi. For the third time.
Mickael, Mia.
My teddy's name, Teddy Bear Hug.
Yes. Special guest. Yeah, Jada's calling you.
Yes, Jada? Go.
So today,
We're
well,
talking about
yep.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
So this movie came out in 2017. It's the third movie from the newer trilogy for the Planets of the Apes, which is a prequel, and I understand, to the original series for the Planet of the Apes. So this sort of sets up the scene for the next movie, the Planet of the Apes. So this movie basically is set up 2 years after the last movie, and now they're looking for Caesar and his group of apes in the woods. He's been hiding out, and essentially, they're being looked for by a colonel.
And you want to eat with us? No.
Yes, you can. And so they're being looked for by a colonel whose mission is to get rid of the apes. And so I think a lot happens in between where they were being attacked, and there's a lot of spoilers. We're just gonna tell what happens in the movie, and
Subscribe if you like. Bye.
and so Mia didn't watch the movie, so she just kind of has an idea of what happened. But so that's where you got to pay attention. And so essentially, they came look. Yes. Okay. So we're eating. Clean that up, please. So while he cleans it up, so during this Planet of the Apes, sorry. So during this movie, they're looking for Caesar, and he's kind of been hiding out in the woods, and they do manage to kill his son and his wife, and now he has a baby named Cornelius who does live, and so now the captain or the colonel, excuse me, finds Caesar. They have like a moment where they're battling, and then he runs off back to his civilization. And so, even more previous to that, I believe some of his men. Wait, Neil. Some of his men had been caught by had been caught by Caesar in the colony, and he allowed them to escape to say, "We want peace." But of course, the colonel didn't want peace. He comes back and comes killing, looking for Caesar to kill him, but kills his son and wife instead. And ultimately, he sets his people, he sets them off so that they don't get involved in this war, right? And essentially, he has some of his men come. They pick up a little girl along the way who can't speak.
Because she has the one.
Well, we didn't get there, but so she can't speak. We don't know why yet. They meet another little monkey who is a zoo monkey and speaks, and also has been hiding out.
But there's no sign language though. Like
He
that.
doesn't know sign language. Good, yeah. And they go off, and they find the camp where the colonel is, and ultimately, this is where he gets caught. And the colonel explains his story. And there's an understanding. There's a whole group of people coming, also another military, whoever's left in the world. They're coming to that military base, and essentially, they are coming is to fight off the colonel. Why are they fighting the colonel? And then this is where he's being explained to by Caesar what happened. The colonel explains to him that there was an outbreak of a virus. So there's a virus that comes, and this virus ultimately starts to take away the intelligence of the people, right? They become unable to speak. And so he is the righteous conservative who is going to wipe out the other humans coming, right? So he's actually in a war with the other military coming because his righteous way is that we need to take out all the monkeys and anybody who has this new virus that is now making humans unintelligent. And essentially, the 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 colonel explains that he had to even make. Yes.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Okay. So the colonel explains his position. His own son, he realized, had this virus, and he had to kill and shoot his own son. And so this is now his mission. He's wiping out people with this problem. Anybody who cannot speak, anybody who has developed signs of having this, they are going to be killed. And so he is ready to keep humans alive at all costs, all civilizations. And essentially, there are apes in the outskirts, right? The ones that came with Caesar, and they're the only ones in the outskirts plotting all the apes that have been captured. They're plotting their escape. I'm not even sure if I really went through everything well, but so they're plotting their escape, and in it, the little girl. Right now, there's a little girl who can't speak. Now we know that the little girl has been exposed to the virus. So she is, although she signs, she is not capable of speaking. And she has with her a little rag doll. And the little rag doll, she gives to Caesar while he's in the cage. And as they're plotting their whole escape, and the colonel sees, and Caesar's like living through all this torture, the colonel finds the little doll. A doll that has probably the germs of the girl. He takes him with her. He takes a little doll with him into whatever his room, and then it's all out. The apes are escaping, and now the people realize that the monkeys are escaping. Now they're attacking the monkeys, and now the people of wherever they're coming from, the north, the other military people are coming in, and now they're attacking that military base. They're attacking the colonel. And Caesar, everybody's escaped. His little boy Cornelius, everybody's escaped, and of course, Caesar has to go back, and he has his vendetta with the colonel who killed his wife and his son. And when Caesar gets to the room of the colonel is in bed. Good job. And the colonel now cannot speak because now he has the virus. And he's begging Caesar now to kill him. Right? Caesar is in the position to kill him and to seek revenge. But it's sort of now he's begging for mercy. Please kill me because I will, right, I'm ending also, he's part of this end to the human. He's ending the human, he's ending the human race. But in any case, and so he doesn't shoot him. He leaves the gun there for him. And of course, the colonel shoots himself. And now there's a whole other attack going on. And in all this, they're somewhere in the mountains with a lot of snow. So it's winter. And an avalanche comes, and the avalanche takes away. And go. So the avalanche now comes, right, and wipes away the whole new tribe of people. Go to the bathroom, sweetheart. Sit in the bathroom. It's going to help you feel better. So the avalanche comes, and all the monkeys get high up into the trees. I'm sorry, I'm never going to be able to finish the story. Okay, it's fine. And so all the monkeys get up into trees. Caesar gets up. All the monkeys escape, and all the humans are now officially dead, except for the little girl. And in And that happening in the time that Caesar was also escaping and he was fleeing from the colonel and escaping the base, the military base, he gets hit with a bow and arrow, and it gets lodged into him, and he cuts it off. But ultimately, after the avalanche, it's clear that it's too late for him now. It is too late. He's bleeding. There's nothing to be done, and Caesar dies. Of course, and that was the end. Caesar dies, but we know his son Cornelius is setting up for the future of the new generations and the new planet of the apes. So that was a lot. It was a lot that happened. What are the things that you really enjoyed about this?
I have an idea kind of who's going to be in the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
So maybe in the Planet of the Apes.
Well, why don't we talk about what we liked and didn't like about the movie, and then we'll make another one about what we think is going to happen.
And so, I think I have an idea of what's coming next year. That's it.
Okay.
So I like what I liked about this movie is that
That's you.
like
No.
I think it's really cool because
No, the little girl's name was Nova, right?
yeah.
I like that for whatever reason they threw in a human, right? Sort of this like you could build a relationship, and I don't know that just because she couldn't speak that it made her that she was going to be dumb, right? Like just because she couldn't speak didn't mean she wasn't going to be intelligent or important later on. I think I don't know because she learned how to sign, so we're not really sure what's the extent of what that virus could have done. So I think the colonel just led to conclusions and killed his son without even knowing what was really going to happen or what it really meant.
Yeah. I really like this movie because how the monkey they found.
Yeah. Part two. Keep going.
I like that. Just how funny the monkey they found was that couldn't use sign language. It was just so cool how funny he was.
Yeah, that was interesting because it's like we assumed that all the monkeys only could sign language and couldn't speak. But
Yeah,
here was one that could only speak and couldn't sign.
She didn't sign and
Right. Which made him like I guess that's why he was the leader.
so probably that's probably why Caesar's son is going to be next leader because he already said his first word and he already knows sign language. Kind of. So I think he's going to be next leader.
I was really sad when
Caesar died.
When Caesar died. Well, yeah, but in the beginning when his son and wife died, because
That was like in the middle.
wasn't.
Yeah.
What happened a little too early on, but it was sad because his son had done so much and had almost died in the first movie, right? And
How?
like he got hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, Caesar almost died a lot of times, but at this point, it's like there was no more to Caesar. Like that was really that was the end. And so
Yeah, and then I got pretty sad. He's Caesar died.
so
Wait, why did Caesar die, Mommy?
so in any case, what did you not like? What did you think that kind of didn't really make sense or
when Caesar's grandpa did, and Caesar's grandpa fell when Caesar made him fall when he destroyed the well. That didn't make sense. What I don't get is that since Caesar rescued all the apes, that some of them were not listening to him. So he could have just left them there if he knew they were going to do that.
Well, I don't know how they got to those monkeys that ended up joining them in the military. Like, where you're right, where did they come from? And how did they get to him? And I don't know. Maybe they were survivors from the previous apocalypse where the virus had hit. So yeah, that was interesting. I mean, yeah, I
No, here's your teddy.
I don't know. To me there was a lot of conflict and, like, for example, winter betraying everybody. And then he's like, "What did you think was going to happen? They were going to kill you too." And then that's when he expected everybody to feel bad for him. So, but I did like that Koba was back, sort of in the spiritual sense, to be like a conscience almost, in terms of like life and death. And I didn't understand the avalanche. I thought that was a little stretch. I think the avalanche could have, I think it would have taken them all out, really, but that's another story. Who knows? And also, what's the point of the little girl? Because unless there are other humans in the world out there still, because how can she in the future, like, make other humans? She won't be able to.
Yeah, because she's a girl.
Because she's a girl, but there's no other humans to make babies with, so.
Yeah, but she's a girl.
Well, I'll leave it at that. I think some people know what I mean. So, all right. That's awesome. Thanks. I liked it. I mean, kind of like, I like it. I like how it all
Barbecue sauce.
makes sense. Bye.
Boo.